Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM20 story from Dorking Wanderers with me, Daniel. It's season 17, episode 3, and today we're back for a big doubleheader across two competitions. Firstly, we play at home to Liverpool in the Premier League, one of the traditional top four who have had a really difficult start to the season, but they're just clawing back now and they've got within 4 points of us, so it is crucial that we get some form of result against them. We ourselves started brilliantly in the league and we've just dropped off too, so this is going to be a really important game in the scheme of the Premier League season. We then do our annual check-up on Lionel Messi and his TNS side. Last season's competition in the Europa Conference, we both got through from the group stages, and this year we've taken a step up. We're in the Europa League group stages together, and we'll be hoping we can complete a double over them. We'll also take a look, of course, at all of our results off camera, the brilliant financial situation we're in, and what we might be looking to do in January as we try and bolster our squad. My aim is that we want to get it done by 20 seasons, ideally before that. Looking at this season, there's become a very clear difference between our first team and backup in some positions. So next summer, my plan is we go big. We go for a big transition of the backup team and getting 4 or 5 world-class stars, and next year we can make it the big push for everything. So if you're looking forward to all of that and today's big two games, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM20 content. We've potentially got a new series starting this week. Tomorrow is our Champions League final in the head coach. If we win that, the series will be over, and on Saturday we'll start our final new series of FM20. If not, we could have one more season to go yet. We'll also be back as always for our weekly live stream tomorrow, and we've got our Macclesfield save continuing at the weekend. But this is all about Dorking Wanderers, so let's head along to the schedule and see how we've been getting on. So since you were last with me for that late win against Fiorentina, we're unbeaten in 9, and in fact we haven't lost a game in any competition this year. So let's hope Liverpool doesn't change that. After the Fiorentina game, we won 1-0 against Derby. Milan Stokic got the goal before a red card made the end of the game easier. A 2-1 narrow victory at home to Sheffield Wednesday in the Cup. Jeff Coppens off the bench to save us with a 95th minute penalty. A 0-0 draw at Manchester United. Fabulous result. Semedo and Afonso were the heroes. Gabriel Afonso made a string of great saves, and the centre-halves headed everything that came near them. A 2-0 win for the backup side at home to Dinamo Zagreb in the Europa League. We made it 2-2 there, and it was Boyce and Davey who got the goals. A 2-0 win at home to Southampton. Coppens and Davey in the 95th minute as we picked up a couple of little knocks there. And then a 1-1 draw against Birmingham. We conceded late on. Otherwise, we'd probably still be in the title race at the moment. But Ari Ensink did score a great free kick. A 4-0 win in a home game against TNS, today's second opponents. Mertens, Davey with a brace and Boyce giving a 4-0 lead at half-time. And in the second half, we just relaxed slightly. A couple more off the bench and a couple more getting a rest. A 0-0 draw at home to Leicester followed. Probably the first league game this season where we've been outplayed. We were really poor, but we got a result. And that's the sort of thing we haven't been able to do in the past. And then against AFC Wimbledon, our feeder club in the Cup in the midweek, it was Davey and Council with a goal in each half. Council with a brilliant free kick, his first goal since coming back from injury. And it's led us into this game in decent form in all competitions, but of course 2 games without a win in the league, and probably our toughest opponents of the season. Liverpool, of course, last season's champions after 5 years without winning it, but they've started the season slowly, and we'll be hoping to get on top against them today. We've got our full 11 available and everyone in the squad fit again, though Council nowhere near match fit. So the 11 we've gone for is as follows. Afonso in goal, Correa and Mazzino the fullbacks with Baker and Semedo at centre-half, Balters and Barão in central midfield, Lima on the right wing, improving again, just starting to come back to his top quality again, and Ensink and Stokic alongside him, and then Jeff Coppens up front on his own. Again, the goals have dried up. He's not really a fluent goal scorer. And next summer, I've decided now, regardless of what price we get for Coppens, we will have a new star striker. And we will have someone who can bang them in. As Ewan Davey doesn't look like he's going to be that man, not in anything other than Europe. So let's go and get into the game, the first of 2 today. And it is imperative that we do not lose this match. If the gap closes to 1 point, the top 4 is going to go begging for another year. Let's go and find out how we get on. The classic 4-1-4-1 we've got so used to with Liverpool. Jones, Robert, Smith, that 3-man attack, and we're so used to getting outplayed by it. We've just got to make sure that we're at our best. So we're going to ask the lads to prove a point. We're going to get into the first half and try and dominate against this defensive tactic. And let's see if we can really show that we deserve to compete with the best. We've almost got to half time without a highlight. 2 minutes of stoppage time in the first half, but it is Liverpool with the late threat, and it'd be a bad time to concede. No, you've not given a foul for that. Stokic makes the challenge. It's a free kick outside the box. There was never a foul, surely. I have no idea why that was given, but we escape without the penalty. At half time, it's 0-0. We're going to ask the lads to prove a point again, and we're also going to drop to balance because on control, we've been caught out on the break a bit. Not many highlights, no real clear chances, but a few warning signs if nothing else. And early on in the second half, it's Liverpool with a free kick again. We've still got that building work behind the goal, but it is almost complete as Gabriel Afonso makes a brilliant save. It's behind for a corner kick, and Dorking Wanderers, with a stadium improvement to come, have got to defend this corner because we don't want to be dropping down the league by the time the new stand opens. It's not going to encourage the fans in as Munoz heads over the bar. They keep peeling onto Correa, the right back, who's not good in the air. He is a wonder kid, but he can't compete aerially. As Gabriel Afonso has a goal kick. It's 5 minutes to go to the hour mark, and Baker gets it from Stokic. Baker again to Semedo. Nice and patient at the back as Baltas picks it up to Morale, the one truly world-class player we have. Stokic goes forward. It's intercepted. Finds him again on the left, though. He's lost out. He's just a little bit slow in possession there. It's another one who's listed as a wonder kid, but perhaps not improving quite quickly enough. As Sergen gets it inside, Coppens nicks it. Good play from the striker to Ensink. Switches wide to Lima. 2 in the box if he can find them. Lima's brought down. Must be a penalty kick. That one should not be any doubt. Penalty kick is given. Jeff Coppens will take it. He scored 3 goals this season and 2 of those are from the spot. Can he get a 4th for the campaign? Coppens straight at the keeper. Absolutely woeful. Oh, if ever my mind wasn't made up, in January we will be looking for a world-class striker because Jeff Coppens has been a major letdown. I'm starting to wish that 107 million had gone through because that would have given us any striker in the world we wanted, I'd imagine. As Dixon switches it to Brian Jones on the left for Liverpool. Chance to cut inside, and if we lose this game, there's one man to blame, I'm afraid. But Baltas has nicked it. It's put Coppens in behind. A chance at redemption. Jeff Coppens has missed another one. Straight at the keeper for the second time. That is awful from the centre forward. And he's coming off now. And a terrible rating. Ewan Davey on for him. Ensink's had a shocker. We will bring on Carl Boyce. And on the right hand side, Lima's apprehensive. Not surprised. He's winning penalties and watching them get missed. And on will come Zach Council for his Premier League return, and that will be against the club he grew up at. 10 minutes to go. Correa has the ball. We've looked a lot better in the second half, in fairness, and we said today we wanted to see if we could compete with the best, and we're doing that, as Morale switches to Mazzino on the left-hand side, to the byline, delivers to the back post. Council's there! Here's the post! Oh, fully fit, he would have scored that, I'm sure of it. And with 5 to go, it remains 0-0 as Kalantari has a free kick, great save Afonso, and hack clear by Mazzino downfield. Caceres there and the highlight ends, but that was probably the chance for Liverpool. 3 minutes of stoppage time added on, we've played 2.5 of them, and we're back with Carl Boyce to Mazzino. 15 seconds left. Stokic over the top. Ewan Davies in. Oh, that's a red card every day of the week. He's in one-on-one and he's brought him down. That is a cynical, dirty tackle. That is not in the spirit of football, and without that, it could have been a 1-0 win. Morale will deliver the free kick. Will justice be done? Headed away. Boyce will get there, edge of the box. Picks it up and goes back, and that's full time. Dirty from Liverpool to get the result there. You've got to say it's effective. They got the point, but we had so many opportunities to win that. The penalty, the one in behind at the end, and Jeff Coppens missed a clear one-on-one. So we sympathise with the lads, but we know what's missing now. I believe a world-class striker and we win the Premier League. Let's see what the media said. Youthful Dorking draw with Liverpool. And unfortunately, we were cost by a centre-forward. Should we go and have a look at the director of football? I just want to see who he suggests as a striker for transfer. Then we'll go and have a look. 2 of them in the scout reports. One is Reece Baird, who we did try to sign. Facundo Sanchez from Ajax. He's not very good, actually. And then Jamie Abazua. He's from Porto. And again, not the best finisher. If we go to our scout reports, just very quickly, to see who the best strikers are on there. The best ones, by the looks of it, at the top of the list. Vladimir Petrov, who is at Shakhtar at 18 years of age. Another striker who can't finish. Centre forward is Ivancic, who's at Inter Milan. He's not the best in the world. Why are there no good strikers about? I don't quite understand it. Ednaldo from Atletico Madrid. He's a bit more like it, but still I wouldn't say world class. The last one on the list there is Aidan Baker. He's not quite as good, but he's a wonder kid. And then there's this guy, Dennis from Everton. He's so good. He plays off the right mainly, but we can't afford him. We lost our chance to get him a few years back when he was at Aberdeen. And it looks like we've lost out on the best striker we could ever have got. So we're going to skip ahead to TNS now, and hopefully a better night in the Europa League. We are back to face Lionel Messi's TNS side. I was going to say they haven't really pulled up any trees this year in comparison to the Europa Conference. They've only got 1 point in the group, but they did draw at home to Fiorentina. And if we're bearing in mind the man that scored for them is on £2,000 a week, worth £93,000, had played 1 game for Fulham and 15 for Woking before he joined them. I think they're doing alright in fairness. Compared to Russo, who scored for them, he's a good centre-half at Fiorentina, although he was a young star playing for them. They might have regretted resting a few there. But for us, we're going to go and change the full 11, and we'll be back in a moment with the lineup for this game. And here it is. So I guess the big news is the last few Europa League games, Peter McLaughlin has fallen completely out of favour. Now ranked the same star ability as Gleedle, who is 2-star when put into his preferred role. And aside from that, we're pretty much with our backup 11. Rian Brewster on the bench as well. A couple of those who were bought off in the league fixture like Ensink, and the youngsters like Correa who are available if needed. But otherwise, a full backup 11. So Fabrizio in goal, Pollock and Williams the fullbacks, with Mertens and Solly at centre-half, Yonton and Boyce in the middle, Council and White on the wings, and then Gleedle in behind Davey up front. The Europa League campaign, like today, every fixture has seen 3 of our youth academy players start. Gleedle, Solly, Williams doing us proud. Solly, by the way, signed a new 5-year deal, so more positives on and off the pitch. And it's a 4-2-3-1 for the hosts. It's a packed out TNS stadium, which is brilliant to see. We love the Builder Nations. We love to see the UK ones doing well. So well done to TNS and well done for Welsh football. But let's get White as a winger on attack, his preferred role anyway. And aside from that, we're into the first half. The Tunnel interview is asking us all about complacency. There shouldn't be, and if we get a repeat of the first half in the home tie, we'll be absolutely fine. TNS v Dorking, let's see how it goes. And after 12 minutes, we're back as TNS take a long kick downfield. It's brought down for Johnson. Slight kit clash there as the back of the kits are both largely white. When they're front on, it's easy to see because you've got green or red. But here, the back of the shirt's not helpful as McKenna picks it up in the middle. Wide to the right to Ferguson. TNS looking the better so far. Back to Todd. We've just got to hope that natural fitness goes as Gleedle nicks it. A mistake high up the pitch. Davey finds Council. Back from injury. Back in the lineup. Through 1-on-1. It's saved. Falls for Davey. Back to Boyce. 3rd time blocked. TNS throwing everybody on the line. Mertens gives away a silly foul. He should get booked for that. And with 13 minutes gone, it remains goalless. As Morgan goes short, it's switched to the right. TNS flick on, but Williams should get there. Another one of those youngsters. Dodgy ball to Mertens, but Boyce brings it out. Long over the top. Davey can't get there. It falls for Ferguson, and TNS have looked really a match for us so far, as they keep it on the right-hand side. The only issue is that high press. We seem to be winning a few, but Mertens has lost it again. Benham on the right-hand side beats Williams. He's in 1-on-1. It's a good recovery tackle, and Williams clears downfield, but it's straight back at us with McKenna. It's a good spell for TNS this. Lionel Messi, with the resources he's got, is producing absolute miracles here. As Ferguson flicks on for Benham again. Into Spendif. He's 1-on-1, and he scored. Joshua Spendif puts TNS ahead. A central midfielder by trade, a decent one, has played for Leyton Orient before, but pretty much an EFL footballer, and they've taken the lead against us here. Might have been their first shot on target, but in terms of territory, we've got no argument. We're back with a corner, 23 on the clock. Yonton puts it in, headed away to Solly, and it's straight at the keeper. And to be honest, that's the best chance we've mustered up so far. It wasn't a good one. Leicester are ahead in their game against Irish champions Dundalk, as it falls for Pollock on the right hand side. To Council, now Gleedle, switch of play to the left, Aaron White's in, he's got one across the box, tries to go alone and he eventually gets it in somehow. Just challenges and scraps in the box, but Aaron White just gets a shot in, no backlift whatsoever, and it is TNS 1, Dorking 1. But what a game this has been. We thought it was going to be easy and it has been far from it. As Jonson finds Pollock on the right again, will that goal bring our confidence back? Back to Jonson on the edge, into Aaron White, blocked and cleared away. And every time we've got that ball in the box, even for the goal in fact, there was someone throwing their body on the line for TNS. And they've countered us again, Mertens sliding on a yellow card. But this time he wins the ball and it's out for a throw-in. And we're back at the other end with Pollock. Throws into Gleedle, back to Jonson, switches to Aaron White, back inside to Jonson again. Edge of the box, went back 30 yards for some reason. Williams to Boyce though, finds Aaron White, out to Williams on the overlap. Two on the edge of the box, one is Boyce, the second is Gleedle. Great strike from the youngster, but it's just curled wide of the post and the keeper breathed a sigh of relief because he was beaten. And it's a TNS goal kick again, 37 on the clock and nothing to separate the two sides on the score sheet. As Williams heads it away to Aaron White. We are starting to get a foothold though. Since the equaliser, we've been the better side. Though Aaron White puts that harmlessly wide. It wasn't a great chance at all. And at the break, it's all square. Aaron White has scored the goal, but missed plenty of other chances. We're going to say we're disappointed, because it wasn't a good performance. I'm sorry, I've got to disagree with Nick Haycock there. We'll make sure we take Council off after 60 or 70, because he's not fit yet. And Peter McLaughlin might get his chance too. But we're back with a throw on the left. Williams finds Boyce, who after a momentary challenge keeps it. And now this is where the game changes. A silly tired challenge from Benham. And he's got his second yellow of the day. And we've now got 35 minutes against 10 men of TNS. And we've got a free kick on the right hand side. Jonson will take it. 6 in the middle. One of them's Roger Solly. And the young star heads in for his first of the season. And he is loving life in the Europa League. And he is loving life at Dorking Wanderers. How long before he's challenging Baker and Semedo? And how long before we get a third? Because TNS down to 10 now. There's only so much they're going to be able to do. And Aaron White picks it up on the right hand side. They've kept attacking, you've got to be fair to TNS. But Aaron White skinned a lot. He's into the box, it's safe to Gleedle, down to Boyce and Jonson. And it is 2 goals in 2 minutes for Dorking Wanderers. TNS 1, Dorking 3. And finally, after a scare, it is going to be a comfortable evening at the office. And we've got another free kick on the left. Could it be 3 and 3? To the back post it's headed away. Spendif flicks on the goal scorer, but it only finds Carl Boyce. Out to Roger Solly. Finds himself on the right wing and he's headed away towards Boyce. He's got a man on the left in Jonson. Still out there from the free kick. Into the box is a good sliding challenge, but Jonson gets there again. Finds Mertens. In towards Davey, who can't get there the first time. It's back to Gleedle, who shoots just wide. But really good spell for Dorking Wanderers. And we're threatening to run away with this. As Jonson goes long downfield from the goal kick. Finds Williams. Back into Mertens and now Jonson. In the centre circle, he switches it right to Council. He's got time on the ball. Goes back to Solly. He back to Council again. The right back's overlapping if he can find him. But he goes back to Boyce. Jonson. Now Council. Determined to come inside for some reason. And the pass is poor. But it's cleared away as far as Williams only. On the left wing, chance to cross. Back to Boyce on the edge of the box. Into Council. Beats his man. He's in one-on-one. Zach Council, what a save from Jonson. TNS have gone more defensive. You can't blame them after this 5 minutes. It's damage limitation now as Jonson puts the corner in. Aaron White loses out in the air. Solly wins it for Pollock. And finally, there's respite for TNS. 3-1 and 25 minutes to go as Pollock's got a throw on the right to Gleedle and Council. Council delivers to the back post. Ferguson clears long, but this is one-way traffic. Spendif momentarily holds it up, but only to Todd. It's over the top towards Spendif, but Pollock's there. And now it's going to be us again. It is all Dorking Wanderers. And TNS just don't know how to react. Aaron White gets it. Williams is overlapping. White loses the challenge, but he still finds Jonson. To Council. Back again, he's giving it away. Zach Council's had such a poor game. I'm really disappointed with him today. And he was poor aside from the free kick against Wimbledon too. As Aaron White beats 3, he's gone all the way. That is brilliant from Aaron White. 4-1, beats loads of challenges. And Aaron White has his third of the season. It is TNS 1, Dorking 4. Complacency's creeping in. It's hard to say otherwise. So we're going to bring on Rian Brewster on the right. And Peter McLaughlin as the number 10. 10 more minutes and then we'll make the final change. 15 to go, and it looks like Carl Boyce is a little bit tired in there, as are a few of the others in fairness. In fact, we're not going to take a risk. Mertens is on a yellow, so Mitchell Baker on for him, and we'll just try and see out the last few minutes. The flow might have been stemmed by the 3 changes, particularly the 2 further up the field, but it's a good night at the office, a good victory, and it takes Dorking Wanderers through to the last 32. And there is the result. TNS 1, Dorking 4. The referee's got a poor rating, so I don't know if there's controversy there. But it's a good performance and result from us in the second half, though TNS gave us a fright with 11 men. And to be honest, the job Lionel Messi is doing is incredible. A wonderful manager. The only question is, why is he still at TNS? He's been at Derry City, he's been at Nottingham Forest, obviously the entertainers of this save, and he played at Barcelona until 2023, had 3 years out and then became assistant at Hearts. He's had some strange managerial career. But either way, a really good performance. We're through to the first knockout round, and we've got another big month of action coming up, and we will be back for 2 more massive games here with Dorking. So on the 16th of December in the Premier League, it is Chelsea at home. That's after we play City away, by the way. We've got Tottenham City away, Wolves at home, Chelsea at home, and then Arsenal at home in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. A crucial game for us, because in one of the other quarter-finals is Brighton v Rochdale. Brentford and West Ham both have a chance to knock out the top sides, and we potentially could be the biggest team left in it. But certainly one we've got to try and win. So we will be back for those 2 massive games as we continue to taste trophies with Dorking. If you're looking forward to that and you did enjoy this one, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video. Let me know what you think of the striker situation, what we should be doing with transfers in January, because I am getting fed up of Jeff Coppens now. But as you've seen, there's so few world-class strikers about, and the ones at the really top clubs won't come and join us. So we'll get the scouts on a hunt for them, and hopefully we'll have some update next time. And then January can be a big month for us as we become a world-class side. But if you want to stay up to date, please do subscribe down below and turn on that notification bell. You'll get alerts as daily FM20 content releases, and when we go live for our streams, such as tomorrow morning at 10 AM. Don't forget, this Saturday we could have a new series as the head coach is the defining moment. 4:30 tomorrow, the Champions League final. We win that, we're over to Northern Ireland for Saturday. Our Macclesfield Town series also continues every weekend at 1 PM, and we've also got a stadium review series every Sunday. Finally, please do check out the podcast channel in the eye above. We've got a big couple of weeks coming up. The return of Matchday vlogs after 6 months without football. Of course, we've also got our predictions for the EFL next week. So a massive thank you as always for your incredible support. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you're looking forward to what we've got in store on both channels. I hope to see you next time for 2 more massive games.